Why are they doing this? Why are they trying to dim the sunlight? This was taken on the morning of January 26, 2018, and this sky is nothing but natural. Folks, geoengineering is far from being a myth. It's a reality. You can look it up. You can look up the term and you'll find some very interesting things linked to various patents. From the comfort of my backyard, early mornings, I can film not far away from Orlando International Airport. A little bit over 5 nautical miles away from Orlando International. And I can see many aircrafts come and go. And in the distance, I can also observe aircraft flying off the East Coast. That day, they were flying perpendicular to the wind, which was coming from the northeast. Now, if you can observe here, there are two aircrafts that are producing a regular and normal contrail. They're not rockets, they're not meteorites, they're just regular aircrafts. And on that day, due to the low humidity in the air and due to the low dew point, their contrails was minimal. They can be longer, but most of the time they do dissipate. Our sky has nothing natural those days. You see this halo, the clouds we see have nothing to do with what is instructed in textbooks. I was once a pilot, and I did log quite a few hours, and I was also an instructor in meteorology. I can tell you, those skies are not natural. Those clouds are not in the textbooks. And I personally never seen them in flight. That day at Orlando International, they were telling us that the dew point was located at about 1,000 feet, and it went a little bit higher later on in the day, 1 hour later. However, that dew point was not sufficient to produce the contrails, which I call chemtrails, that created those clouds. These aircrafts were the ones creating the chemtrails, and those definitely, I filmed a few, only 2 of them came in focus, and they were producing a quite interesting chemtrail. And that morning the result were skies that were very unnatural, very unusual. Clouds that I never heard of, clouds that I've never seen. Our children will be suffering from this. We're already suffering from this. Most of the crops are starting to fail. Anyone who has done a little gardening can tell that lately it's very difficult to upkeep with a personal garden. I wonder how the farmers feel. The illnesses that we're getting, higher cancer rates, illnesses of the mind, all this is due to the poisons in the air that have been putting in for decades. All of this in the name of preventing so-called global warming. I believe the damage has already been done. Not a permanent damage. It will with time come back to what it was before, natural. But it cannot be reversed at this point in time. We will have to live with a dimmed sun for a long period of time. Our children will have to live with a dimmed sun for a long period of time. crops will be failing, food will be scarce, and yes, I believe they do want to kill us under the name of saving the planet. They will kill us.